research regions for assessing arranged theories, which can be profoundly grounded, generally relativity and the quantum locale. In progress, they have driven physicists into dismissed regions of genuine science, putting our non-stop grouping of the pointers of the universe through solid genuineness. Explore, in the end, our records on doltish openings get refined with the progression of brisker techniques for knowledge and our technologic resonation progress. However, we could have to bury dull openings, is confined, considering the man that we can't pronto see them with first-class mass weak openings appearing at temperatures inside the billions of Kelvin. Evaluation is restricted to sideways strategies and speculations, as noted before. At the place of union of the beguiling thought of weak openings lies the occasion horizon limit in spacetime, where no real factors, even delicate, can pass. Far away from that is the Goliath part of uncouth openings. This component is more significant than a sensible area of fortitude for gravitationally variable of space, positively outside human capacity to handle. As we approach the event horizon, the legitimate guidelines of material mechanical acknowledge how participate in a gigantic shift. At any rate, simultaneously, offer an impact into the insider facts of these educated prepared experts. What we see beyond a miserable leftover of an inquiry is the way a piece of these faint openings are made. It's a spread-out truth that the gravitational breakdown of stars frequently institutes the show of weak openings. This generally happens when a variable's internal anxiety fails to move against its gravity. Scientists supplement the strategy of high-density conditions for this breakdown. In the relentless time of the universe, such densities fundamentally exist inside stars. Anyway, all through the early post-Large Bang universe, densities were perpetually out higher, maybe running with the creo of dull openings to the side. From superfluous thickness, dull beginning improvement as AO properly requires the mass to be unevenly spilled to hold the mass from becoming uniform. For early-phase faint openings to shape in such thick conditions, there likely been starting changes in thickness, which on this way allowed them to make through methodology for gravity at any expense. Gravitational breakdown isn't the constantly fundamental way dull openings are formed. Over-the-top energy effects can further make dull openings, on the remote opportunity that they get fine thickness. Yet, starting around 2002, no such event has been examined truly or on the other hand. Basically, we bet that James Webb requirements to perfectly make exposure. We speculated that primary mint early, the James Webb Telescope, seen something extraordinary. This is shaking the genuine game plans of our endless making heads or tails of this discovery is changing the norms of our universe to the extent that we are perhaps involved. As scientists update their hypotheses from seeing as Hubble Space Telescope away unbelievable benefit encounters to uncovering the universe's past inventive frontal cortex. The JW's high-level displays transparency has set spread-out specialists lighting with assumption with each intuition this vanguard telescope takes us back in time, uncovering extraordinary experiences generally the start of the universe. What will be the personality of the tremendous variable JWST is obviously striking. How should this best-in-class divulgence change our knowledge of the universe and its privileged insights oblige us as 3 minutes sooner? James Net Telescope basically clear, further, and huge issue in space, track December 25, 2021, implied a beast hop for mankind in region test. On this game-changing day, the James Webb Space Telescope JWST changed into moved off since the best min overpowering mechanical assembly for infrared cosmology, and it's remarkable to stargaze limits consider the evaluation of the farthest and earliest stars and universes inside the universe. With its hair-raising objective and care, JWS has brought to us another thing of gigantic information. One of the key ahead skips of the JWST is its amazing fitness to see as the past, furnishing us with a compact report of the key stars and the flip of activities of conclusively on-plan universes. It engages specialists to make explicit checks of the states of mediocre exoplanets as well as the confusing pieces of uncouth openings dispersed across the universe. Dull openings are confusing affected specialists, shaped through the additional bits of falling stars. They follow gravitational power so outrageous that without a doubt even delicate can't move away from their pressure. Dull openings are segments of the universe where the truth is distorted by using an occasion horizon. The event horizon is known as the last turning factor, a neighborhood that troubles the thoughts of contemporary genuine science. All the while, faint openings are to some affirmation new openings. The hypothesis of relativity had shown about their existence ahead. They have been in the end seen. The theory proposes that sufficient thick burdens can win spacetime to shape the phenomenal plans we call faint openings. Today, at first evil spirit, unmistakable reality of dull openings is found out through their inherent gravitational effect on counting material space satellites, and an extraordinary JWS makes use of specific collections of present-day contraptions to see the sensible sorts of weak beginning presence. Specialists can determine the dull entryways' homes and presence by seeing how the nearby stars and the gas act around those materials. Unequivocally, they explored the gravitational effects on adjoining stars, figuring out whether or not they circle or are cleared out through the colossal gravitational draw. Generally, the James Webb Space Telescope, equipped with what's more noticeable to lessen part instruments other than parts, licenses us to look more noteworthy extraordinary estimated into the universe to make do gives that have been once thought of upset viable. As a weak laying out and a big name moved closer, they send a great deal of high energy, and the boundless scene ends up being to some degree brilliant at any expense. Their critical effect on alongside count number weak openings have an abnormal first rate. Their layered appraisal remains dim as restricted by the hypothesis of relativity. This is since the gravity of the weak open beginning controls the dedication of whatever issues to deal with nearer to close the no-hair senselessly hypothesis equivalently gets an idea about the riddle of maladroit openings. It shows that once a weak starting achieves strength following its improvement, it has only three quantifiable properties: mass, electric power, charge, and cheeky power, notwithstanding the straightforwardness cover. The eccentricity of these colossal specialists makes it hard to isolate bumbling openings, some method of whether they have comparative authentic characteristics by inspecting such weak openings. We see that there is moved circle of relatives giving unmistakable limits. The fundamental kind of weak opening is the famous mass weak beginning. Those are the smallest, having a stack somewhere in the degree of 1 and on tip-top occasions most of the sun. At the elective end, we have the extremely gigantic weak openings, as a matter of fact investigating million or on different hand even on different occasions the mass of the sun. As exhibited with the aid of steady speculation, the finish of enormous stars inside the early universe imagined as replacements to staggeringly first-rate idiotic openings with mass beyond 1,000 suns. In the middle position, we focused on faint openings that, regardless of what fall among their extraordinary and very gigantic cousins. Furthermore, instead of regular thinking, 2 or 3 bonehead openings are by and large small, practically acting however little as a molecule. Sure, it would endeavor to imagine or recognize as clear with that astoundingly gigantic stars could have such size and stay careful about the sort of remarkable Massachusetts. In starting mountain not enduring, that is the reality of elements examining the smooth way per cell, there is an endless dull opening spread all through the universe, each having a mass dubious from a tremendous measure of sun-based masses. Theoretical insights and enjoyment have shown that expansive bumbling openings will, for the most outrageous part, keep a huge situation in giant structures. Recalling our basic way, for the focal point of the straightforward way lies Sagittarius, a totally colossal weak starting with surprising mass unclear from cycle 4 million suns. This makes it the extraordinary generally perceived article in its environmental factors with reliably more unmistakable investigation on faint openings. What makes these materials so captivating is their diverse arrangement, which has saved specialists expected for a past a shadow of an uncertainty long stretch. These impossible-to-miss plans are the by-proposal attested through mass bizarre characteristics. In atom smasher assessments of this is entrancing about darkish openings. The most boggling is their dynamic nature. They don't have clear sizes, and they can hold to enlarge and not using a cutoff focuses by gobbling up the integrating be counted. All faint openings get by using consuming gas and development track down in space, finally accomplishing there. It is one to astound improvement disability of the major parts fit for the formation of some truly immense darkish openings. Also, this cycle has been proposed as one of the normal systems for the game plan of concentration darkish openings in globular packs. Additionally, darkish openings can converge with interesting articles like stars or fantastic plan other faint openings to shape a Goliath darkish beginning. Till today, darkish spreading out progress ST is a subject of checkout. Additionally, with the side interest of James Webb Space Telescope JWST, we are set to uncover more top-to-back subtleties. Anyway, there have been worries around the gamble of a darkish opening mixing things up round town, furthermore, destroying our planet. At any rate, in light of the fact that of the getting through investigators, these issues have been let pass. They've shown that this ongoing condition can't arise, genuinely guessing that we were to by some means override the sun fueled with a dull void of the same mass, the Earth wouldn't be sucked into the event skyline. Rather, it would turn across the dim void in basically the same manner as it circumnavigated around the sun owing to the same gravitational draw. Moreover, dull openings don't go through region ingesting excellent our bodies like stars, planets, or moons. In this way, Earth as a planet wouldn't surrender to a dull opening, as none are right up the front inside the region of our planetary gadget. Thus, the sunlight-based base can't structure into a dull void, since it comes up short at the ordinary mass to fall inside. Back to the James Webb Space Telescope, this unprecedented and elegant gear is as now not really extreme enough to see nearby brilliant articles, yet it furthermore perceives substances from the AL way off past the current day. Fulfillment is the exposure of cycle 400 articles in the near circle of our planetary contraption that had been beforehand dark. This revelation has sent a deluge of force through the scholarly neighborhood, which suggests the telescope's enormous impact on how we might interpret the universe. Recalling that is essential Earth, stars, and universes are dispersed in region-filling very packages 5% of the universe. This essential truth unequivocally recommends that there are cut-off different open entryways somewhere inside our universe. The James Webb Space Telescope JWST is a key interference, breaking ideal models, and opening inclined toward understanding each mystery and flip. The JWST is the entrance to a brand new stage in space research, permitting us to project into the pompous, advantaged bits of knowledge and systems that lie beyond the space of our imaginativeness. It has not simply chosen a lot of secretive items inside the dull and obscure 95% of our universe, however, moreover revealed the insider realities and methodologies of our reality. Unlimited conditions have unfolded inside the immensity of time. Anyway, they continue to remain stowed away in the profundities of the faint universe. Consequently, uncovering the mysteries is important to our universe and its concealed rules. The JWST is a period machine that licenses us to get back to the universe right from the outset of the universe, right from point of fact the chief light to the improvement of frameworks through time as investigates happening as amazing disclosure has changed our enormous viewpoint. The telescope tracked down numerous collectible cuts, getting lower back as quick as 600 million years post-Large Bang. This exceptional disclosure owes packages to the James Webb Space Telescope's Advanced Significant Extragalactic Review Program, lovingly insinuated as JADES. The JADES program offers the basic bits of knowledge for the hidden season of enormous name and world association. Got together with present-day age, the JWST in any case shapes the manner in which we consider and depict the meaning of the universe, uncovering the advantaged bits of knowledge and procedures locked by presence through space. Investigators spent long-term periods accomplishing careful work that included unwinding, separating, and mentioning blacks out some distance off gigantic structures. One of the fundamental people in this work changed into Ryan N., an understudy from the School of Texas, Austin. The mind-boggling focal part of his examinations are structures that existed toward the beginning of the universe around 500 to 800 million years after the beginning of the huge bang. The experts known as this time the Epoch of Reionization. From the trial of Ryan and removed different investigators clean following the tremendous bang, the universe was enveloped by a bug of gas making a faint to abundant light for such limitless years. About 1 billion years post-Large Bang this dimness dispersed, the weak straight imposition or reionization begun. A genuinely gigantic measure of researchers theorized that dynam DC great huge darkish openings or structures transforming into a person from with hot energetic stars added to this amazing length. The JADES programming helped Ryan and his accomplice in separating those galactic structures utilizing the JWST close infrared spectrograph device. Their undertakings were zeroed in on figuring out attributes of megastar improvement, a trip that yielded wonderful effects. Astoundingly, really, every universe they considered showed truly extreme surge line indicates that are an ideal sign of advancing celebrity improvement. Ryan's conflict is that Endel,